Well, you can flip it all at that level. My question is, do you have anybody on staff who's capable of reading code?
I don't have anybody on my staff. I have people that we contract with the department.
Well, you can flip it all at that level. My question is, do you have anybody on staff who's capable of reading code?
I don't have anybody on my staff. I have people that we contract with the department. Administration, they could look at that. Administration, they could look at that.
There you go.
Okay, so here's the formal statement that we're dropping off. I would like to request a formal statement from the Department of Administration regarding in which counties the Government Accountability Board contracts technical support from the DOA for the purposes of election software, and who, not offices but people, are responsible for writing this software. The people of Wisconsin request transparency in our election system. Please contact me when you have answers to our questions, and we do expect answers. CJ Terrell, Jeremy Ryan. So that's the message we're sending. Yep.
The ability to accept we can't be talked to about something that's so important as our elected officials. I mean, Mike Hitch may not even legitimately be the Secretary of the Department of Administration. Who knows? This could have been going on for years. And that's the type of information that the people all deserve, and they deserve immediately. And if that's not, if that's not enough to call at least someone who would have that sort of authority, then, unfortunately, I personally myself can't leave until I get some sort of answers.
Actually, the building's closing. Everyone has their set of priorities. You have yours, and other people write, send emails, call, any means of communication there is.
And I try.
And everybody has their priorities. It becomes questionable to me why you can insist that your priorities should be above everybody else's.
Well, I don't. I did give Secretary Hipsch the ability to come up with this information 2 months ago. And now that we have the verification that it's true that the DOA does program, or according to Kevin Kennedy, it's true, that the DOA does program at least Waukesha County software and several other softwares probably as well, we need more information. Now, had Secretary of Hipsch sent me anywhere in his priorities that would have given an answer within these last 2 months, since I first brought this up to him, then we wouldn't be here. But 2 months is a long time. We're not talking about one day. We're talking about 2 months.
And respectfully, we also have had several instances where we have come here, left our information, we've sent emails, we've called, we don't get replies. We don't get replies. They're treating us as if we are not, I'm not talking about sets of priorities here. They're treating us as if we're not even worth their response. We're 0 on the priority, as in never get to it because they just don't have to. And that to us, and to me especially, I guess I'm speaking for myself here, I can't accept that. I feel it's wrong that citizens with legitimate concerns have no real means of getting into contact with anybody that can make change in it, There are some serious policy things here that need to be discussed and need to be brought to the forefront.
It's also a press release that was sent to all the members of the press regarding what was going on, which is another reason why Secretary Hipsch might want to be notified.
So has that press release been released? Has
Yes.
it been published?
Yes, it has, yeah.
And where has it been published?
It was sent to every member of the media across the country.
And who published it?
I did. Me and CJ.
Where is it published? On
It
what
was emailed.
major media
No,
is
it was
publishing?
emailed. It was emailed 5 minutes ago, before we
Right.
came here.
Right.
It wasn't emailed 3 days ago.
Right, it was, yeah.
Like published.
It was meant to let them know why we're here today.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we can pull it up on any computer.
yeah. The video's available.
Where Kevin Kennedy is saying that the GAB contracts with the Department of Administration to read and write code for election systems. And that's our entire problem. And that's a big enough issue that I don't care what Mike Hipsch's priorities are, to be honest with you, and with the 2 months, and this isn't any completely respectfully towards you as an individual. It's that does not concern me whatsoever, because election integrity should be at the utmost of priority to every elected official. And he was a prior elected official, and now he's an appointed official under an elected official. So he should care just as much as every last one of us about the integrity of our elections, and be willing to, you know, to
But
at
did
least
Kevin Kennedy say in any way it was compromised just because DOA had programmed? or did
Kevin
the
Kennedy
programming?
makes statements like the electronic voting systems are completely secure, and there's, you know, he makes statements that have been proven to be completely false. I mean, government isn't transparent. When our founding fathers wrote the Constitution, you know, even in the state constitutions, and even in the statutes, there's a lot of protections to make sure that our elections cannot be tampered with. Now, they didn't have the technology we do here these days to think of every obstacle, but they made it so that no one could tamper with the elections. We're not saying that they would. We do not want the Department of Administration or any partisan official being able to. It's not a matter of whether they would or won't. I mean, it's not. We're not here because we think Mike Hibsch is tampering the elections. We think he could, and we need more information to be able to tell
So to have the
whether or
name of
not.
the person who programmed it won't give you
And
any access to whether it's right, wrong, or
Well, we could do
tampered with,
background
or-
we need to know who does it and under what.
I have to
kind of
finish this,
supervision.
Susan.
Okay.
We can do background checks too and find out,
Well,
you know,
yeah,
they
but I
may
mean,
be
Okay.
fake
It's more about the
Republican
system.
donors.
Well, that would be fine. It's not going to happen.
How come? Doesn't he work for us?
He is not in the building,
Well, you know,
period. He's
well,
not in the building.
we don't need a meeting, we just need a statement, and, you know,
We just-
Well,
unfortunately,
you're not going to get one, so would you please leave?
I'm sorry, we can't.
we respectfully decline to leave, because this is just too
You tell me
important.
I'm a nice person? No, respect
Yes.
me as an elderly
It
person.
has nothing to do with
It's.
It does, because I'm asking you to leave. This office is closed.
you. Well, if I ask you to jump around and do 10 jump ropes and you don't do it, that's not me disrespecting you as a person because you don't do it. You might just not like jump roping. Or you may feel like jump roping is against your political or religious beliefs, which is where we're at right now.
No, we're going around in circles. That makes absolutely no sense.
This makes sense.
We're,
Okay. Are you guys aware that the building closed at 5?
yes, we are. However, you know, there's.
And Walker ran on this, his term, his administration was going to be the most transparent and open that the state of Wisconsin has ever seen.
It's not
He ran on that. He campaigned on. He didn't say a word about his eliminating collective bargaining, selling the state resources off, but he campaigned that this was going to be the most open and transparent government Wisconsin has ever seen.
So we're requesting transparency, and we're saying that we are not going to be brushed aside quite as easily.
Okay. Do the ticket thing, guys, tonight, please.
Yeah,
Please.
I mean,
I don't wanna do
you're
the
telling me,
ticket thing.
dude.
We gotta
I-
be destroying the
I show up
record
in
of.
court all the time and go, what is this even for?
We all know,
And you know the definition of stupidity?
we all know the final results.
Yeah,
But I'll give you a few moments.
cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
We'll just walk around the
We
corner,
appreciate it.
hang out. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Should I not record the
All right, guys.
deliberation or should I record the
Yeah,
deliberation?
you're
How you
welcome.
doing, man?
Nice to see you.
I don't see my.
All right.
Everything's like-
Unlawful assembly, not a thing. Not really actually a thing.
Yeah, so, I guess that's my personal thoughts. Is anybody else?
You know?
I mean, I think, and now there's a report that we can also subpoena that will show the steps we took
Mhm.
and everything. Or that
And there is a side to being reasonable, and we have to walk that thin line between being docile and being reasonable. And I refuse to be docile, but if it's a reasonable thing,
So a week.
1 week and then like blow
Maybe
it
not
up.
that bad, yeah.
Oh, not blow it up in the literal sense of the word. Actually,
I
like
would say,
bring lots of
I wouldn't
people.
even say week, though it's Wednesday. I would say by end of day, Monday.
It's Labor Day weekend though.
Oh,
Remember, we get a holiday because we
yeah, I
all
suppose.
worked for a year.
Okay, yeah. Let's just say 3 business days. That leaves tomorrow, Thursday,
Tuesday.
Friday, and Tuesday.
Considering the speed with which they delivered the erroneous report on Ron Blair. I think that's a pretty
I'd say tomorrow. What the
decent.
heck?
Exactly.
This is,
They
he
can
asked
do
him a
it for
month
their
ago.
own-
He should have been out a month ago.
They can do it for their own agendas, but they drag their feet
And
on
then
what's
what?
good for the people.
And then if they don't, tomorrow we don't leave.
Yeah,
I'll be here.
I think-
Melissa.
I'm definitely gonna stop by tomorrow and see what the status is. But I think,
If you all walk in at some point in the day.
yeah.
What's up, guys?
What up?
Hello.
How's it
Yeah,
going? Any room for doubt on if,
Okay.
there's that ability to get it done? I want it to be very, very clear
And obvious.
that we're giving more than enough time for them to give us this. Writing an email only takes 5 minutes. It's kind of ridiculous.
This way we also keep the pressure up on them, like, they know they have pressure with a reasonable time frame, so they won't be able to dismiss what comes next as, they were being unreasonable, and we just didn't have time, because that 3 business days gives 1 day after the Labor Day holiday too, because he may be
Right.
taking off till the Labor Day holiday. Who knows,
Or
so,
so.
or who everyone could take off.
I'll
could
go
get
with you,
excused.
Jeremy, because I think tomorrow's fine, but if you say 3 days, you got the ball rolling, so I'm with you.
I just say let's try to the average person make it look like we were as reasonable as possible.
Right.
Because we have all the time in the world.
Sweet.
And
So it sounds like
Can I
Tuesday.
call and ask for
You can call
follow-up?
at any time,
What do you
absolutely.
want? Show up in person or make phone calls?
You can call
Oh.
once an hour if you
Everything.
want.
Yeah.
Frankly, apparently there's different priorities for what method you choose to talk to them. So let's do them all and make it clear. Yeah.
We're gonna walk out today.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna give 3
We
business
want a
days.
response in 3 business days.
3 business days?
3 business days. That gives them until Tuesday, the end of the day Tuesday.
Okay.
If I don't receive correspondence by the end of the day Tuesday, I'll be a much more difficult man to remove from this building.
Let's say 1 p.m. Tuesday, because that's 3 business days from the initial request.
And that's before we get into work, so thanks.
That's cool.
1 p.m.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, that's pretty much what
Reasonable and
Yeah.
fair.
Right.
Thank you very much. And we'll do a report, it's all gonna be in the
If I
report.
don't hear
Okay.
by
Such is
Tuesday,
the way
you're
of the
gonna need
rabid
at least
left,
6 of you
right?
guys though. I'm a 6 cop minimum.
You're a 6 cop minimum?
6 cop minimum.
We've figured it out. It's
Thanks, guys,
averages.
we appreciate it.
And I'm still gonna have
Thanks,
some
man.
arguments.
Love you, bro.
Kinship.
Bottom line is, we're all in this together, and we're gonna get the truth to come out.
Let's do it. Jeremy?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's my fault.
Thanks, guys.
That's all.
Thanks, guys.
Alrighty.